Alrighty, so who wants to give us a recap leading into what we are doing today?
Yeah, I got this.
Okay.
We
So,
met mom.
hey,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I
know.
got this.
You've got this.
Thank you. So Lou had a sleepover, his very first sleepover, and he was really, really excited. And
Yeah.
he tried throwing water on Maladin, except Maladin's spidey senses were like, "Nuh-uh." And so now the lovers are fighting again. And
Okay.
Layla had a run in with the evil possessed child, who I think she's
No.
friends with now. Not really sure on that front. And now they're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz, aka the teachers who might hate no, don't hate magic, but teach the kids from the place that hates magic.
No.
No.
No, they teach them from the other side of town that loves magic.
Right. But teach the kids who are from the place that hates magic.
Oh, yeah. At least one kid.
Yeah, at least one kid.
The other kid's
I
probably
got that
bully
spot
her for
on.
being from the boonies.
Maybe so.
Lou had they pulled out of school.
So,
Sorry, go ahead.
so yes, since last session was cut short just due to a bunch of delays on one end and then also a curfew on the other kind of situation, we had I'm gonna say this with no malice, but a glorified yap session to kind of go over a couple things and learn, kind of get into the day-to-day life of Lou's mother, Ithne,
Yeah.
and the kind of family that she has built that Lou maybe has met, doesn't remember, but also is there currently. With that, over the past couple of sessions, you met a few new characters such as Neela, a little girl going to school that's family is kind of in rough waters. Bebin, which I will say Lou kind of remembers. Don't know
From
how much.
childhood.
Yeah.
I think he remembers from like before the age of 15. He remembers
Yeah.
growing up with her.
Okay, so you remember her being a jerk sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, but
He has a penchant for finding jerk friends to hang out with.
yeah, but not necessarily discussed from Lou's perspective on that. I don't think the party necessarily knows, but hey. And of course, Ithne, his loving mother, who seemed a little stressed when learning where her son had been, along with who he may have made deals with or done stuff for. But of course, she couldn't be too mad because he doesn't necessarily remember his reasons or anything like that, just the current aftermath of such. With that, you guys had breakfast, had that little joke with the water, a couple deep conversations with Neela, and then eventually decided the best option is to take her to school today. This also allows you guys to go over to North Weathermount to kind of freely discover new things. As the one person who has been here does not necessarily recollect any of it.
Oh.
But as it is, we are continuing. So, first question of the day. Who is gonna get you guys over there?
Ooh, it's a fisherman. It's a fisherman that recognizes Neela,
Mm-hmm.
and he has a boat, and the boat's big enough for all of us. And my door is not closing easily. And his name is for 100,000,000 points.
Not likely.
Gerard.
Gerard,
I'm
yes.
sticking with Greg.
Okay. Yes, sounds good. With that also being said, it is currently the 5 of you, I believe. 3 of you, and then 6 technically with Neela.
Yeah.
Out of the party, currently 5 of you.
Whose assistant character is she going to become?
Huh? Oh.
I guess Layla's.
I don't think
She has a
that's going to
dagger
work
now.
out.
Or
Yes.
she's Ronane's sidekick, so Lou's sidekick has a sidekick.
This
Oh
is
my
fair.
god.
Are we going to take the dagger from the child before we send them off to school?
Hey, Neela, quick question.
Yeah.
Are weapons allowed in your school?
Um, probably, yeah.
But, Ronan, you're
Yes.
adult enough. Are weapons allowed in schools?
I don't know. We didn't really go to school.
I know, I've never been to one.
Speaking, can I kind of talk to you on the sidebar real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
All right, everyone else, cover your ears.
Well, I think you guys are kind of walking over
Yeah,
to the
no.
docks currently, so I think you and Ronan kind of take a step back.
Yeah.
And he says, right. So I was talking to Neela the other day.
Yeah.
Her school, it's a bit different. She does not go to like a school.
So she doesn't go to school.
Well, not in the formal sense. From what I was able to gather, I think there's a couple of like wandering scholars that happen to be within Northern Weathermount that seem to be kind of, you know, taking her under their wing and teaching her.
Oh, like a mentorship.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So it
That's
could be,
okay. Then weapons are definitely fine.
yeah, and it could very well be a Scatha situation, but for Neela. But yeah, just wanted to kind of fill you in on that and engage, I guess.
Yeah, no, I appreciate. I don't want Neela to think that I forgot things about her because I don't care. Because it's not because I don't care. It's for different reasons, and that might upset a child.
Right. Well, we were gone a while. It doesn't seem that you and Neela were necessarily very close.
I mean,
She,
that's a little sad, actually. That's
I mean, hey, there's nothing like the present to fix that.
yeah. Renee, I'm not good with kids. I don't know if I ever got good with kids.
Mm-hmm.
Me right now, currently, I don't know how to talk to children
I
without
mean,
frightening them or
uh,
going above their head or under their head.
well, that's fair. Neither of us really knew much about children.
But you're
Um,
really good with them.
I'm trying my best.
Neela really likes you.
To be completely honest, I am trying to kind of imagine how Scatha treated us, but be like kind of a little bit begrudging, if that kind of makes sense. Or like nicer.
Yeah,
And I guess it's working.
that
But
would really be helpful for me if I could remember any of my time with Scatha.
right, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but you know,
do your best.
thanks, buddy. Oh, by the way, while we're away from the group, you don't really think I betrayed anyone, right?
I don't know.
But you,
I mean,
you
when
trusted me.
yes, I trusted you. Um, I will say disappearing randomly did kind of sow a few doubts, but we're kind of putting it past us as you do not remember them.
Fair enough. I'll answer
Um,
for it when I get that back.
yes. I mean, if it's any consolation, I do not recall hearing anything that you were doing against us. There were a couple rumors of you being to the west and a couple other areas, kind of jumping around. Like I did have to track you down to Brimston, which seems like the end of whatever deal you made. There was a couple ideas of you being in the deserted wilds, maybe one or two in Skevelgrain. But that's about all I heard.
All right. Well, I'm glad you didn't jump to conclusions and hate me for it.
Right? Yes, of course.
I'm
Why
less
would-
glad you punched me in the face, but we're past that.
Yeah, and he kind of squints at you as if you bringing it up is disproving the words of your message. But yes, that's about it. I mean, if I don't want to go on like a goose chase again, but maybe there's answers there. I don't know.
We'll
Something to keep in mind.
look into it after we figure out the tasks at hand.
Sure. Yes, I agree.
All right.
Yes.
Good.
It's-
He's gonna clap his hands together. Good talk.
Yep. We will skip very little ahead. I would say maybe 15 minutes of walking before you guys kind of get to the southern Weathermount port area for the second time. Since it is morning, you see a lot of people prepping their boats of various shapes and sizes. I think my primary question is, how do you guys plan to find the boat you're looking for?
All right, Neela. Important question for you.
Mhm.
What boat do you usually take? Where's that
Well,
at?
it's a wooden one. Um, I could keep an eye out for Gerard if that helps.
Very helpful, yes.
It's very busy though, so it sometimes takes me a little bit.
Well, we've got more eyes on us, so we'll get it done in counting the number of people on his finger, like a sixth of the time.
Okay. Sure.
All right. I'd love to just try to look around for a wooden boat.
Okay, sounds good. If I can get a perception check.
This is gonna go really well. Trust me.
I spy with my little eye.
That's a 19.
Okay, sounds good. You see, I'll say notably like 4 boats that are kind of on the dock area. You see 2 of which are kind of loading like fishing equipment heavily, and they're relatively smaller boats. And you see one that's like a almost like a frail woman, but she's still kicking, if that makes sense. Like an elderly lady that in this world does not have a retirement fund, and therefore will probably be on that boat until she dies,
Ooh.
with 2 little kids that are helping her load. And then you see, with its back turned, what looks like a very muscular humanoid creature with almost like a coat of white fur on its arms. It has like a bigger stature, and has this figure is kind of moving things back and forth. You see that this is actually a Furbolg. And while he is indeed loading fishing equipment, you do see that he has his seat and the 2 oars ready to go. And you see that while he has a lot of space on this boat, he seems to have a smaller space across from him, set down and empty.
I think we found our guy. Neela. Is Gerard
Yeah.
a Furbolg?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go up and walk.
All right. Sounds good. As you approach, he seems to be wearing, in almost like an ironic manner to a certain stature, more leather in various clothing. He has a cowboy hat on that has holes cut for his very small but spry ears to stick out of. Seems to be chewing on hay, and every once in a while you see him take the stalk out of his mouth, throw it, and then like get something out of his pocket, and you think they're like sunflower seeds or something like that. He'll chew on those for a little bit before spitting them into the lake, and then running out, and then like picking up another piece of hay. But he seems to be very a very meticulous individual.
How Lou's thinking, unpacking box in his brain, archery tactics, missing memory theories. Behind all of it, how to greet a sailor.
Yes.
Greetings.
Helen,
Maladin, as you
Hello.
say something, you hear a call that says, "Howdy.
That's how you
oh
greet.
boy.
That's how
Can
you greet me.
I help
boy.
you?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Can I help you?"
Oh, okay. Having one ear butt in did not help there. I heard milk not help. I was very
Oh,
confused.
can I milk you? Oh God.
I was very lost.
Yeah.
Yes. Points at child. We need a ride.
Oh, all right. Is it there's a lot of you, ain't there? Are you all going or just the child?
All of us, if you don't mind.
Sure. Well, yeah, I can do that. And he reaches out, and you see that this is kind of like a morning routine to him. So it's not that he's like dismissive or everything, but he's prepared. So he quickly gets the edge of the boat, which you see kind of ever so slightly begin to teeter with his weight as he goes to one side. And he picks up Neela and sets her in that pre-prepared spot. He says, "The rest of you, come on in as you please. Please don't let the harpoons or the hooks or anything take any of your hide."
I'll walk in, or I'll yeah, I'll
We
walk on the boat.
hop on then, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good. As you guys get on, I will say he will extend a hand to help out Layla, the other female in the group.
I'll take it. Wait,
like,
what does he
yeah.
look like?
He's a big, kind of white, spotted cow.
All right, how tall though?
I would say fairly tall.
Taller than Lou.
If not right at it, yeah. 'Cause you're like
Okay.
what? You're 6'2"?
Think so, yeah.
Okay, so around that.
Is he taller
Maybe.
than Zane?
He's bigger
Rene's
than-
shorter than Lou.
Yeah.
Oh. Never mind, I got that backwards.
No, you're all good.
Yeah, I'll accept his help. Absolutely.
All right, and he kind of quickly, and it's not the most delicate process, but he kind of helps you get a leap into the boat. It almost feels partially like you're being thrown, but not in like a rough or rude manner, so to speak. It's just
Yeah,
not.
okay.
He doesn't have a delicate touch. We'll put it that way. And as you guys all get ready, he's like, "All right," and with one hand, he begins to kind of twist the rope off of one of the holsters for the boat, toss it behind him, pick up the two oars, and with a quick, sudden rush forward, you guys begin to row over to Northern Weathermount. During this rowing, he kind of looks towards the party of you and he says, "So, a lot of new faces.
Right, yeah, I'm Lou. I'm Ifni's son.
Maladin immediately feels
Really?
insulted. He knows who he's talking about.
Huh?
Really?
What, Maladin?
There's only one green person in the party.
Hey,
Malin
if Renee gets
immediately-
seasick.
Yeah, yeah.
Does he?
No.
I don't know. It's, really? I didn't know Ithnie's son was in town.
Just for a little bit.
Ah, fair enough. I guess they finally found you, huh?
Yeah, well, I had a very good reason.
Well, I'd
that
hope
Ronaine
so.
knows.
Yeah, I look over to Ronaine and I'm like, you filed him as missing?
Hey, wait. If he was missing, is there like a reward? Because I did help get him back here.
Well, I think that might be something you have to talk to Ithnie about, but from what I could tell, it was more of a my son's lost his mind. I'm sat at home crying at night, wondering where he went kind of deal.
Oh yeah, we
Oh,
didn't his
You
mind.
might have left that part out.
I see Lou getting more and more depressed.
He just looks really nervous. Like a dog
I'm
that
just-
ate something it shouldn't.
I'm just joshing with you. Your mom is pretty tough.
Oh, alright. It's what I thought, but, you know, I guess I've never disappeared for 3 months. So,
You're not sure about that, are you?
I'm just looking
normally-
at Ronaine's face for all
Yeah.
the reactions.
Oh yeah, very much so. It's one of those things whenever Gerard seems to speak up, he kind of goes, "Ugh," and then whenever he's like, it's almost like whenever someone's serving you like a compliment sandwich, and like they're like, "You're so good at your job," and you smile, and then they're like, "You could work on this, but you're so good at your job," and you kind of like dip for a minute. It's every time Gerard says something, Renaine's face kind of dips, and he's just kind of like, "Eesh, she could have gone without saying that." But then afterwards, like whenever he's like, "I'm kidding" or something like that, he's like, "I hope." Like his face just says it. He says, "Well, I know you're in some good, friendly help in business, but I will say I did hear from Ithnie that you were gone."
and I am back now. I've apologized. You know, Ronaine dragged me back by the ear.
Well, I guess that's good. Can't say that being drugged anywhere by your ear feels that nicely.
Well, turn of phrase.
Not for him. He rubs his ear and I look at the ring finger on his hand.
That one's pretty good.
You know, I just had some business to take care of. It was honestly, I just forgot to leave a note. I'm very
so?
forgetful as of
Yeah.
late.
I
seems.
gotcha. Hey, every dog has their day. I get it. But
Yeah.
you intended to give me a second, and he cuts himself off mid sentence. If everyone could just roll me a very low DC Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
What, to see if we get seasick?
Yes.
15. Mid conversation, Lou decides to throw up on the boat.
So very briskly, the only reason I say it to begin with at all is he is rowing with both hands, and mid conversation or mid sentence he says, "Wait a second," and you all feel the boat very heavily shift, rock in one direction as he quickly scoops up one of the oars on the left hand side, which sends the boat rocking. And from the water, you hear, "I know," as he smacks what seems to be like a catfish with the oar. And it kind of goes, "Ugh," and begins to float off dead in the water. Lou, you do not enjoy this sudden shift in the slightest. And it makes you pretty sick.
All right. I'm just gonna kind of get myself to the edge of the boat just in case.
Okay, sounds good. And as he sees you kind of move over, he's like, "Careful, you're rocking the boat." Ah, shit, I'm sorry. Weird ass fish keep trying to tell me secrets. As he begins to continue rowing forward.
I mean, we all heard it, right?
Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, he's not really trying to tell you a secret at this point. He's just trying to get it out to the open.
he apparently does that for everybody, and it's not just this fish. I've probably bonked about 10 fish this week. Anyway, as I was saying, so business as usual, or do I need to give you a minute to kind of compose yourself?
Lou is just kind of focused on not throwing up on.
Okay, sounds good.
He's fine.
I think Rodney would kind of say, hopefully, yes, no.
Lou, you're fine, right?
Lou's gonna give him a thumbs up.
Yes, yes. Hopefully, we are able to help the people around here again. Because, well, that's good. If you ever need if you ever have an ear to some problems, I'm sure I can come up with something to help out. I'm sure you know about the taxes and tariffs and all that nonsense. I wouldn't be the first one to tell you about them. But well, since we're heading northern weather mountain, just keep your ear open, I would say.
Yeah, we are.
To sidetrack really quick, I need to get rid of that hydrate point thing because I never have water on hand dust, and also B, to verbally say this. Hello, Hecate? Hecate? Hecate. I think we're going with Hecate. Anyways, we had someone in chat pop in and was like, "Have you used the ice powers yet?" And I'm like, "No, not yet.
The
Ah.
what?
I have ice powers. I learned a spell.
What?
Oh, okay.
We leveled,
Cool.
remember? We just haven't been in
Yeah.
combat in like 2 or 3 sessions."
True, yeah.
Oh, Lou,
Yeah,
do you want to like
Mm.
stop feeling sick? Or are you good? by contact?
please.
All right. If I use lesser restoration, will that help seasickness?
I'll do you one better. I think Lou would kind of be immune to him for the duration, since seasickness is kind of just like a
An
little
annoyance.
quirky thing. Yeah,
A nuisance.
yeah. I would say that would be perfectly fine use of a spell if Gerard said it.
All
Please,
right.
that's
Perfect.
it.
I'm gonna pat him on the back, and he's gonna feel so much better.
Ooh, all right, that.
I don't like the implications that she can make us feel better from sicknesses like this, because now I'm like, she's gonna give one of us vertigo in the future.
Well, I think the good news is that doesn't lesser restoration also cure poisons and other ailments like that? I know it
Oh,
does like blind,
Mhm.
deafen, I think.
Blindness, deafened, paralyzed, poisoned, or any disease.
Yeah.
Well,
So I'd say
unless you know.
this would kind of fall into the poison.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was gonna do 2 more checks for Lou, and if he miraculously failed both of those, he may be poisoned. But
Oh
No, that's my
god,
buddy. I got him. Pat on the back.
yeah,
really?
very nice, very nice. I mean, hey, if you failed it 3 times in a row, it's a DC 10.
Yeah, it's fate at that point.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
Oh, well, okay. That's a lot better. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
So we were looking into new avenues to get food supplies to the desecrated acres. Got any thoughts about
Really?
that? Yeah.
Well, I don't know what means you were doing to get them in there in the first place. I know it's a kind of risky business. Tales say that there's an anglerfish that just got too hungry and kept eating things and got rather big. Likes to roam around the desecrated acre water.
Really?
Yeah, I always thought it was just like a fishing tale. Someone couldn't catch an angler and got mad, but who knows?
You know, that could explain some of the fish issues.
Maybe. I'd be shocked if it's just like one big anglerfish that I heard about from an old kook at the bar, but if he got it right, I think I owe him a couple gold.
Probably.
Tell you what, if you figure out, just let me know, but keep that kind of hush to yourself if you're ever in the area.
Sure
Hate,
thing.
hate to tell the old bastard he's right.
I understand that.
Yeah, I don't make a lot from this, and that would kind of put a damper in my beer fee.
Well, I will keep it to myself.
Great, thank you
Between
very
you and me.
much. But yeah, at the issue at hand, how are they getting food in there to begin with?
Well, we did have someone who could take the less dangerous route and, you know, was bringing supplies. He had an arrangement worked out, let's say.
Okay.
But now it's looking like the bridge is really not a great option anymore.
Right. That's some of them taxes and tariffs I was mentioning earlier.
Exactly, right. It's, you know, starving the people out.
Yeah. It's all a ploy. I think they're just controlling the area for some reason. Just because they can.
Exactly.
Well, as a
Luke goes into
fisherman.
conspiracy rant for
Oh,
an hour.
Oh, you won't have to here in a second.
I was about to say something. I'm not going to.
Well, if you didn't hear it from me, but there is kind of two waterways, three if you count the main ocean, into the desecrated acres. I reckon if you got a pretty smart fisherman, he could take the northern route around. There's no bridges or anything there. He would have to watch out for the crab population, but if he was able to dart through there, I know a way or two. He could probably get there, avoid all them paladins and whatnot, maybe run into a crab or two, like I said. Funnily enough, they don't really speak any of this gibberish. But yeah, that's just my input. If that helps out any.
Very helpful, actually.
Yeah, no problem. Now I don't know any of the magic stuff. I tend to kind of look away from it. You know, it's done things to my family in the past. But I mean, if there's a way through the water to not get it contaminated or whatever happens, that might be a very good option.
You might be. Yes, thank you very much.
I'd also look into the non-taxed areas into the desecrated acres. One I hear a lot of religious business can kind of go in and out as they please. Have you talked to the Church of Ilmater up there?
I have, yeah. They haven't been able to help us recently for reasons.
Oh,
They have
well,
some stuff they're working out
oh,
within
I
the
see.
church.
Well, to whatever God they're worshiping, I'm hope they're happy with them and whatnot, and that they get that resolved.
I'm sure they will.
They have a shrine up there to the fish. I don't know which one it is specifically, but they're holding a hook, and I thought that was pretty cool. Every once in a while, I'll throw a silver there just to see if it does something. Caught a really big fish one time, but that's about all I got from it.
Well, hey, it's something.
Yeah, gotta keep your chin up sometimes, with all this taxing and tariffs and stuff like that, them sending I think they're called missionaries. I'm not sure, from Trayville, just to kind of enforce taxes. Gives a really bad taste on your tongue. That's why I stick to me and my boat. I just kind of skirt around until I don't see them anymore, go fishing there, and then weasel my way back.
Fair enough.
Sometimes
Yep.
it's the funniest thing. Sometimes they'll have like a boat or something, and they'll be talking to some of us fishermen, and I just kind of get down on all four and act like I lose my mind, like some of my relatives have. It's crazy. They'll pass a boat, see a cow on it, go moo, and think everything's all right.
Huh.
Don't tell them I said that, though. I can't have them catching on.
No, I won't. Don't worry.
Right.
Gears are turning.
Does he
Gears
know
are
what?
turning, screeching. Not much. No.
What did you just say to me in front of my face?
No. He didn't say it. He
What did
didn't
you just
it.
say in front of me, myself, and I?
Yeah.
Okay,
He
I'll be
wasn't
honest.
on this boat. I
No.
twisted a full 170 degrees.
Listen, in my head, I was thinking about what Lou knows is not much, but it came out
Okay.
terribly.
I know. He's just joshing with you.
No,
I'm having fun
I-
with this character, by the way, if anyone
Oh,
could not
I'm
tell.
so glad you're having fun
No,
with
I
the
couldn't.
cowboy.
The cowboy
Yeah.
cow on the boat.
Hey, Rone,
Hmm.
it would be really nice to have a fisherman help us out.
I'm sorry. I kind of zoned out of this conversation about
I-
5 minutes ago. What are we?
Oh, you sweet summer child. Renee, how we were talking about needing someone to help us out with
Yes.
the food supply issues.
Yeah, we had the one guy doing it for us, but the church was kind of shutting that down somehow.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be nifty if we could find a fisherman who knows the area and could get around the guards to help us with the supply issue?
I'm just saying,
I think that would
we
fix the
seem to
issue.
have a population of a bunch of cows. Maladin does not say this out loud.
Maladin. And yet, Maladin is the one that is slaughtered.
Well, I was gonna say Gerard looks at you and he's like, "That's weird coming from a funky looking frog," and he like ruffles up his coat, his coat sleeves.
Oh my gosh.
Uh,
We do have a pretty clever fisherman
To eat.
right here.
Oh.
That Maladin, I swear. That is if he'd be willing to help us. Looks over at Gerard.
he kind of, while Rowan looks around at the open water, sees one boat off in the distance. He's like, well, I don't think Kenny would be into that. It would get his son in a lot of issue.
Oh yeah, why's that?
Pardon me?
I'm sorry. Why is that?
Well, and he points off to the only boat he can see in the distance. He's like, well, you see, Kenny and his son go fishing every day. His son's kind of green to all this. He doesn't necessarily know the ins and out. You would need someone with a little bit more experience with that canal and everything.
Yeah, exactly. You've got a lot of experience with that canal, yeah?
Yeah, I reckon.
Do you
Man,
think that's something you'd like to help out with?
Oh, let me help out with the desecrated acre issue?
Well, only if you wanted to.
Oh, I don't know. this a part of your official shed boy business, or is this like a
Sorry?
your shed boy business? I don't know what you guys are up to. I just know you guys help out people. Is that kind of how you do it?
Yeah, like getting food to them.
I mean, I could. Need a little
And
bit more information on it. I mean, I not to sound prideful nor monetarily motivated, but I do have to put bread on the table for myself.
oh yeah, no, I'm not asking you to do this for free.
Hmm.
But I think we could probably work some sort of arrangement out, don't you think, Renee?
Oh yes, we can trust Gerard to help us with the desecrated acre food issue that may or may not feed tons of people.
Yeah, and for how much we'd save in tariff costs, we could probably give him at least decent pay for the work he's doing.
Yeah, I think that's an idea we could maybe give to Scotha and work out.
Yeah. But I think for now at least, the gears are turning. Gears are turning in my brain too. Uh I think at least for the information that's and the possibility alone, that's, worth some sort of reward. And I'm going to slip Gerard 10 gold.
He kind of looks at it in his hand and he's like, "You serious?"
Only if you want to, all right?
This is much too little.
I'm worth like 200 platinum as he's
Oh,
like trying to
gosh.
gauge.
This is what you think I'm worth?
Nah.
Saving
no,
lives is
don't
only
say
worth
I
10 gold?
lowballed it.
No.
Say I lowballed it.
He looks at the 10 gold at his hand and he says, "Well, I do really appreciate that. And I'll tell you what, if you're able to kind of work together and come up with the system for it, just contact me in some way. I'm normally on the open water, uh, except for taking Neela to school and then picking her up and taking her back from school.
Oh, yeah, of course. I wouldn't want to interrupt that.
Yeah, and then maybe I could do like a dry run, go through my way to the Desecrated Acres to meet up with y'all and, maybe bat some crabs. I hear they're pretty penny sometimes."
Oh, yeah. And, if they're not talking magic weird stuff, then they'll probably fetch even more in this hard economy.
Yeah, I hear they're pretty smart critters. One time they told there was a fisherman at the bar and he told me that some of them could even talk.
They like to say
I've met
sire a
one like
lot.
Really? I thought it was just like a fisherman's tale.
Yeah,
You know,
swear
just-
on my
Yes.
honor.
Okay.
On my
Huh.
what?
I didn't
what
know
do
where
you
you were gonna
say?
go, and I was about to be like, hold on.
I'm trying to think of something elfy, but I can't. So
Yeah.
Lou can't.
Swear on my tree of youth. I don't know.
It's something like that.
Yeah. He looks at you and he's like, "Well, I always thought it was a fisherman tale, and poor Richard at the bar just couldn't go toe to toe with a crab, but
Hey, I won't say anything to anyone else though. It'll stay between us.
that'd be nice. You see, I actually had a bargain with him to make sure, like, if he ever brought me a talking crab, then I would pay him out. But if if you find one, just kind of don't. You can tell me, but just don't tell anyone in the area if you get what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, that'll stay strictly between you and me.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Well, we're approaching the dock. Guess we'll just rope up and let y'all get where you're going. And as he says that, you guys have made it basically across the water.
All right.
I guess this is from a DM perspective, asking, is there anything else you guys want to ask Gerard, the cowboy cow with a boat?
So much, but I don't think that I should.
Okay.
I got my stuff pretty much clear. I'm good. Got a lot of worth out of this boat trip.
Maladin's just thinking about surf and turf now.
Gosh.
But to Maladin, who has no perspective of that being a real thing, he thinks he has hit the gold mine of like intellectual property. He's like, I wonder.
Actually, Dust does raise a good idea. Does he know where we can buy magic weapons in town?
Well,
That's a good
there is a well, I'm sure that Lou here and Renee had probably spilled a little bit of the beans, but there's 4 founders that kind of made the area up in northern Weathermouth. Especially they've reached popularity recently. Have you guys heard of that Singing Well? And I'll go ahead and throw this out because I will forget if I don't say it now. As you guys are approaching the dock, you do hear what sounds like a female singing just in the air.
Is it a
Says,
song I know?
no, it's not necessarily a song in the usual sense where there are like words or like a message or anything. It's almost just pure like raw vocals.
I'm covering my ears.
Like kind of operatic.
Yes, very very opera-esque.
The ears are covered.
Yeah. But he says, yeah, well, they found a hole where they could barely hear that coming through, and four individuals. There was a mason, there was a stonemason, and then a blacksmith who helped with the equipment, and then an artist, and I think a bard who kind of came in the area to kind of get the vocals correct. And they all kind of founded that fountain right there and made it a wishing fountain.
Oh, how long ago was that?
Oh,
I
it's
can't
been,
remember.
I would say maybe at tops 6 months. I didn't really pay attention to it. I just thought it was cool how for a while they had almost like a whistling thing going on because there wasn't any water in the fountain, right? But the air was still coming out and hitting certain bumps, I'm guessing, to make a whistling noise. And then one day, they had a big ceremony, and from the dock, I could see someone with almost like a big old chalice that doesn't make any sense full of water. And the 4 of them picked them up and kind of poured it into the fountain. Then, as it started bubbling, it changed into that symphony you hear now.
Yeah, it's awfully curious.
Does
Oh,
Lou
yeah.
does Lou still have the wine jug?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was a big chalice. It took like all 4 of them to pick it up. They each chose like a round
Aw.
corner. I don't know if circles have corners, but you get the idea of what I'm trying to say. They didn't build any handles on it or anything. That would have made more sense to me, but you know.
Yeah, it doesn't. Maybe the artist really took charge on that one.
Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, that's about that for the fountain. But yeah, that the blacksmith, he still has a shop and it's relatively big. I'm sure he could do something for you.
Sweet.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, not a problem. And as you guys have been talking, you've seen for the past, like, I'll say 500 feet, he's kind of stopped rowing. And it's just the fundamental strength that he has put into the boat up to this point is kind of carrying it towards the dock. And with his hands, as he's kind of telling you that story, he's fiddling with a rope and making like a lasso. And then as you guys get closer to the dock, he just kind of chooses one of the open logs sticking out of the water and real quickly throws it over and begins to pull the boat towards the dock. And you guys get there. He says, right, now this is the fun part. I'm going to need all of y'all to hop off and get where you're going relatively quick before one of the marshals see that I'm docked here without a permit.
Right, yeah. Absolutely. Layla, you need a hand?
No, I'm good.
All right.
I can
Neela, you
throw
need a
you
hand?
if that
I'm gonna
helps.
say picks up Layla, chucks her.
You see that Neela is already prepared for this part, and she almost does like a full face dive, not from like a large distance, but just a full face dive splat onto the dock with her book bag in hand, and then turns it into almost like a carpet roll, stands up on both legs, and then starts like running into the city. She's done this a couple of times.
Is this
All right.
Is this normal
Lin-
elven training?
Yeah, absolutely, Maladin. All
Well,
elves know.
actually,
She
no.
knows.
This is more of a furbolg training. I taught her that. She got sick of me throwing her too far.
Well,
I yes, I can throw you, Layla. Hold
no,
tight.
no. This is a place that's like that's cool with magic.
Yes, you're allowed to do magic here.
All right,
You
I'm
can bring
taking
out
off
the carpet.
and just riding it off the boat.
I'd love to try to jump off and do something cool.
I'm not
Sure.
even gonna risk that.
If you're wanting to be flaunty with it, I would say acrobatics.
I'd love to. This is gonna go great.
Maladin will just step off the boat.
All right, yeah. That's a 19.
Okay, so Maladin, as you're stepping off, you see Lou pass you. What exactly is Lou doing? Within reason, of course. He can't just be
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I get 10 feet and do a cartwheel in the air. But, like, you know what I mean.
Why is this so hard for me? I did tumbling. You know, he'll do like a.
I have an idea if you're running.
No, I
low.
want to hear your idea then, yeah.
Okay, so you know how there's the stalks at which Gerard has already lassoed himself to, and they're just kind of anchors, so to speak, for boats.
Yeah.
You notice that as the map. I don't know if you guys are tuned in to Chase's stream, but the docks are relatively shoddy. So what you end up doing is climbing up on the one that he's lassoed to, and then kind of jumping from one to the other. And when you get to like the stone area, you do a little flip and begin running.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That sounds great.
Maladin, you step off, and as you do, you see a very, very how do I say this nicely?
Smug?
Smug
Flamboyant.
and
No.
you know what? That's a good mixture. Smug and flamboyant. Not for Lou though.
Okay.
So there's a lady who seems to be holding a ledger and a quill. She's immediately like, "Hey, where are you two going? You can't fly here," pointing up to Layla on the carpet. He's like, "And you, who are you?" And you see Gerard quickly go, "Ah, shit," as he flicks up the lasso off of the thing and it says, "My name's Kenny, you can tax me at the local bar," and begins to row backwards very briskly. but you are standing on the dock, and there's a very angry lady at the end of it.
Who's eating celery?
No, it's bread chips.
Okay.
yes.
All right, Layla, I don't think this is a fly zone.
I'm not flying, I'm docking.
All right, if she's
I'm not
floating,
flying. I'm traveling.
if she's not floating too far away, Lou is just gonna like grab the end of the carpet and start tailing it.
I mean, the good news is she doesn't seem to have her eyes focused on the carpet. She seems to be more focused on Gerard leaving and also Maladin standing at the end of this dock.
Oh, okay.
What about the
that
other
case.
2 guys that are with me? I don't think Pugnat
Oh, crud, you're right.
nor Ronaine decided to do acrobatics to get off.
I mean,
Uh,
Renee's got 3 working limbs.
Pugnat goes, Maladin, what do we do? And Ronaine goes, I think this is more of your guys' issue. Lou, can you
Ronaine
roll me a
dives into the ocean.
Constitution saving throw?
Oh, not again. Damn it. Okay. Damn it. He gets seasick again. Why can I never find? Okay. That's a cool 15.
Okay, so you land perfectly and begin running after Layla or Neela. And then suddenly you are standing beside Maladin and Pugnat. And you look to where you were and you see Ronaine waving at you as he begins to tail Neela.
That's
Do I have the
entertaining.
arm?
No, you do not have the arm, but he did displace.
Just start cackling madly behind Lou.
You little shit. I'm sorry, my sister just yelled hedgehog.
It's okay.
Shadow?
Sonic? Sonic
Yeah,
Shadow?
she's playing Sonic Adventure 2.
Maybe. She just got it. Anyways. Oh, you dick. Ah. Well, Melton, Layla, Pugnat.
Layla's gone.
Yeah.
No,
Layla is-
I'm sitting crisscross applesauce at your eye level.
Oh. He's-
Keep
she's
up.
heard
I'm
you.
just gonna
She's
go
like,
around.
Ronaine
Dude,
finally
what are
took
you
his
doing
chance.
here? Who is going to pay for using this dock?
Tax Kimmy at the bar. Lou's gonna run off,
Okay, sounds good.
following Renee.
Following those guys.
Okay, sounds good. This is more of a playful scene. I do not think she's ready to give chase, as she has a name. But she goes, okay, well, I'm writing it down. Kitty text for 6 people. And she's like, yeah, you'll get your justice, as you guys kind of begin to storm off. But yeah, you guys are in Northern Weathermount. Before you, and I'll just say this, I don't know if you guys are tuned into Chase's stream, but this is where maps begin to kind of become a thing. There is a cobble road that seems to be the dock area with multiple fish markets and little trinket stores, we'll say. Of course, all of these things can be assumed to have maybe some magical stuff within them. Then before you is a dirt path that leads up to a big old inn. And then beside it are a couple of houses and everything else. You see Neela and Ronaine travel to the dirt road right up to the inn, and then cut left and begin running down that road a good bit.
Lou is just running as fast as his. I can't say little legs. He's got long. His long legs can carry
Yeah, I
him.
find the image of Pugnat trying to chase after us to be more entertaining.
No.
It's Gimli chasing after Aragorn and Legolas. It's just, hold on.
Goodness, yeah. Let me see. I don't know if he has any spells or anything he'll use. I need to check on that really quickly.
What
If
is
he's
it?
struggling to keep up, I'm pulling him onto the carpet.
What is it? We gnomes are natural sprinters, great for
Yeah.
short distances.
Okay, he is going to use a spell slot. And I'm just telling you that, Chase, since you were kind of tracking his sheet. And we'll say this is just going to be a first level spell. So I will wait for the lovely page that may or may not have taken all of my content away from me, and it makes me very upset to load a spell.
Is he 6th?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, they changed it. I'm actually okay with that.
Oh.
So they changed one of the most dog shit spells in the game to actually be useful.
Alright.
She fails. So you see, Meladin, as you were probably keeping pace as well, you see very shortly that Pugnat begins to kind of, with his 25 feet of movement, slowly begin to slink back, and this woman berating him from behind. And he kind of looks over, does a little bit of magic with his hands. He says, sorry. And you watch as she passes out. He uses sleep at first level. And you see a couple of pedestrians nearby, because he didn't calculate exactly where to put it, also fall asleep there, as he begins to keep pace without the struggle or worry of her catching up.
I have so many questions. Does he
I think
know? Does he
Lou,
wait?
like,
Does he
looks
know
behind
sleep?
him, laughs,
I am
trips.
pretty sure he's
Hmm?
supposed to. Unless I read that wrong.
Spellcasting mage does.
Oh,
Spellcasting
shit,
healer
you're
doesn't.
right.
Yeah.
Oh god, no. He
I'm
gonna
does
say,
not.
I was
That
literally
would be
like,
so sick.
my questions were, why does he have that? Why haven't I used that?
That is true. My apologies. No, he does not. We'll just
I
say he
mean,
gets away scot
I
free.
mean, by
That
second
would be cool.
by
but-
second level, he can learn another first level spell. Although he learns bless, so technically,
Yeah, he does not. Okay, you guys make it away scot free. It was mainly meant to be like a funny screw the system scene, but
No.
I thought that would add to it. But no, he does not know sleep. That would
like
really funny.
literally me being like, why have I not used this? This seems
Yeah.
useful.
But yeah, I misread the spell casting category. I thought that the bottom one was healer. It is not. Okay. Whoops. But yeah. After you guys kind of clear where this map is showing, off to the left-hand side, you see Neela and Ronan who have stopped. And Neela goes, she normally doesn't follow us further than this.
Oh, so this is a daily thing.
Yes.
That's kind of mean of her to chase a little girl.
As Gerard said, eventually she's gonna get the hint, and it shouldn't be an issue.
How
I
long
do
has this
good.
been happening?
It's every day for a while. But she does follow me less and less every day.
Good. Yeah, good.
She's
Way to
slow.
outrun the system, kid.
She's slow on the uptake.
But yeah, this way, is my school. But I'm good from here. If you guys have things you need to do,
Yeah, if you're good from here. What time should we pick you up from school?
Well, I normally stay with Charmer and Dominus for 4-ish hours, give or take. It depends on the day and what we discuss. And then I normally meet Gerard back at the dock anywhere between like midday. He checks on me every once in a while at night. It depends on how much fish he catches as well.
Yeah, right. Well, how about we try to meet you back here? About 5 hours. And if it takes you longer, then that's fine. We'll wait.
Okay.
All right. Have fun.
Okay. And she looks at you all and she says, Thank you.
You're welcome.
And as she
Give her a big
catches her,
thumbs up.
yeah, and as she catches her breath, she picks back up her backpack, fully wearing it, and then begins to walk off to the west.
Hey, Lou.
Yeah.
Just thought now might be a good time to remind you that I'm pretty sure she still has a weapon.
Oh, it'll be fine. It's not like a school. It's
Okay.
like tutoring.
Oh, also, two small things that I kind of forgot to tell you.
Yeah, 1 second, Layla, I promise. I am gonna punch her in the gut.
Okay.
You son of a bitch.
If you don't mind rolling an attack roll for
I'm
me.
gonna say
Oh.
roll a hit.
Okay, roll to hit, but I'm not trying to do damage.
Okay, I'll take that into note.
Okay. But I will roll to see if I can. Oh, no, I can't. That's a 7.
Yeah, huh.
Uh,
That's what I thought.
I think you are kind of falling into old Lou routine. And
Yeah.
Renee, who isn't even looking at you, almost perfectly like catches your fist mid throw, and then quickly like pushes your wrist back to the side of you, almost in a no kind of way. He's like, never gets old. Right. What are we doing? And then Layla, you had something?
Yeah, I'm just
Lou's gonna-
looking at Lou with disbelief and disappointment.
Lou's looking at Renee and a little shocked.
Lou hasn't, or Maladin has not stopped cackling the entire time.
You laughing has Renee with a smirk, by the way, as someone has found his joke funny.
You know, Lou, turns out you do bring everybody together. Just not in the way you really wanted to.
You know, I was gonna wring his wrist out. That kind of hurt. You know, happy to help. Layla, question.
Yeah.
What was your question?
Oh, it wasn't a question. I just had to tell you some things, but now I kind of don't want to because that was a little pathetic.
No, it's not. I'm gonna glare at Renee.
Look, if I tell you something, do you promise you're not going to get mad?
Yes, I promise.
Okay, we went through your diary.
You what?
Also, I think that child might call the cops on me.
Layla.
What did you do?
I kind of thought she would think magic was cool, and I was wrong.
I don't think she. I mean, she goes to school in the north.
Look, Lou, you can argue with me, the person that was there. Like, that's an option for you to do, for sure.
Well, I mean, to give you the benefit of the doubt, I mean, she also, like, lives up here. Or did.
Right,
Who's
and
she
that
gonna-
would be great if she didn't, like, stop talking to me immediately after I showed her some magic.
Look at her. She just ran from the authorities. Why would she talk to a cop?
Okay, well, maybe she'll call a bounty hunter and I'll just be decapitated or something. That'd be
Layla,
cool.
I
Wait,
don't.
are they gonna cut my hair?
It's like a toddler. I don't.
Layla, you are traveling with 2 bandits.
One of them can't even land a hit on the other one.
We are not.
No, listen,
bandits.
the other one. Okay, one at a time. The other one is just really good at catching with his good arm, and I'll remember that the next time. Then I'll stand on the other side the next time.
That's kind of
No,
ableist,
you
Lou.
Maybe a little bit, but I'll
won't.
listen. I'll take my chances.
Okay.
And Renee, Sorry. I meant to say well-armed men. I don't know.
I'm not thinking too much of it. This is unusual. You didn't hit me. That's a good thing. I mean,
Not this time.
if you disappeared and were able to hit me, I would kind of have questions.
Y'all know the Wreck-It Ralph
what?
scene?
Yeah,
Uh,
Yeah,
which
or-
one?
Which one?
You wouldn't hit a
There's-
guy with
there's-
glasses, would you? And he hits him with the
Oh, yeah.
glasses.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
thinking you wouldn't hit a guy
guy
without
with
an
one
arm,
arm.
would you? And then you
Yeah.
just go find his arm and hit him with it.
Hey, I've definitely hit you like once. Come on. I've landed clean blows on you.
I
Ro-
don't
so
know.
ro-
do
you
you,
can
do you
use-
remember hitting me once?
that is beside the point.
Point taken. Sure.
You are withholding information from me, and I think that's real nasty of you.
What do you mean withholding information from you?
Lou thinking we're still in the courtroom.
Yeah.
I because I've obviously beaten you at least once.
yeah.
Obviously.
I surely
Don't call me that. My name is Layla.
Oh,
that
no.
is not the okay. I'll let it go for now, okay? You're welcome.
I don't think you have a choice, but yes.
Oh my. Layla,
Yeah.
why did you? Okay. One, I don't think you're gonna. I don't think a bounty hunter's gonna come after you.
Okay, but
Two,
if they
why did you
decapitate
look
me,
through
are
my
they-
journal?
Oh, it
How
was
did you
really
even
funny.
find it?
It was really easy.
I
Hey,
hated
it wasn't just me. They did it too.
It's
Well,
it was
now
still
I was kind of put here. I mean,
Ronaine.
it
I
was
thought we were
Flipped
friends.
through it. I
was
watched
handed
you.
to me.
And
You flipped through it?
Well, no, I think Maladin did most of the flipping.
Oh, no, you
Maladin.
totally
Well,
did.
actually, I expected this from Maladin, I'll be honest.
See, there we go.
Not from you.
Hey, Lou, do you remember writing it?
Some of it vaguely.
Okay.
I remember hmm,
You remember drawing anything?
maybe bugs? I think I drew bugs in it.
Oh, yeah. One
I think that's
in
about it
particular.
though. Okay, did you still have it?
No.
Great. No, you don't think that might have like helped the amnesiac to like see the old journal?
Well, we kind of thought you'd be mad if we told you that we
Oh,
went
I'm
through-
mad.
Well, you said you wouldn't. You promised, actually.
And I am trying to not be mad. Yeah, because of that.
Okay.
Okay, I will take a look at it myself.
I'll show you where it is later.
Oh gosh.
I
All
have
right.
me with it in my
you-
back pocket.
No. Ronaine threw it under the bed.
There wasn't anything embarrassing in there though. I mean,
Oh,
I
ye-
wrote it when I was like 6.
There was a lot. You were definitely older
Oh,
than
no,
6.
no, there wasn't. I don't think there was anything
Yeah,
embarrassing.
When did you meet Ronaine?
Well, it would have been Ronaine. Was it like 15? I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yes.
Yeah.
So 15.
You were definitely an artist back then.
Was there stuff about Ronaine?
Oh, there was.
No, I mean like little like tidbits from when we were young. That's about it.
Why was I writing it at 15?
Is he
it's
lying
fine.
on purpose? Can I tell if he's lying on purpose?
Roll an insight check.
I would love to roll an insight check. I need my 1 second. Oh. The API messed up. I need a second. My character.
Yep, no worries.
Skills. Insight. 18.
He's kind of softening the blow from what you can tell, and kind of using Lou's judgment against him in a nice way, if that kind of makes sense.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Whereas, like, he knows that Lou does not remember this and is kind of like not necessarily judging him, but also like making it less cringy, so to speak.
Fringe
And it
failed
made me
loser
happy.
teenager draws his best friend in his secret journal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Keep your secret.
Anyways, I think we should stop looking at Lou's things without his permission. Yeah, gang?
Well, I was really bored. You guys did not invite me to the slumber party.
No, I think that is perfectly reasonable. You two are despicable on some of these things.
Oh, come on.
You know? Yeah,
Maladin has
absolutely
no comment.
despicable.
Is it too late to blame my father?
Yeah.
I mean, he's not here. That's kind of rude, is it not?
I think you'd expect it.
I mean, if we want to blame him for your upbringing, maybe.
Yeah, that
That's
one.
true. Yes, we can
He
do that.
raised-
Yeah, no, yeah. He is
We could-
not a
We could
good
talk
father
all
figure.
day about that.
You know, I don't think anyone in this party has a father figure that they can
Hmm.
really proudly look up to, huh?
Hey, Leon was an excellent father figure for the few days that he was pretending to be one. By
Maladin
lying.
will-
Leon
Maladin will
talked
say
a lot
nothing
about
again.
fish poop.
Yeah, but I don't know what a father figure's supposed to be like.
You know,
I mean,
I don't really either. But
what's your...
definitely not that.
I mean, we joke about it. Is your father really that bad?
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
I mean,
you
like,
raised you.
no. I mean, he's like a good guy. He's a good guy.
He did leave you without a note, though.
Okay, but
Wait,
He did
he
try to
was a
drug
good
Lou.
father.
wait, that's different. I'm a son that left without a note. A
Yeah,
brother.
you did that.
It's expected. Boys
Yeah.
will be boys.
My dad had a reason, you know?
He
Yeah,
tried to
but-
drug Lou.
Okay, he
He did-
successfully
did-
drugged Lou,
He
actually.
drugged me once,
And
yeah.
honestly, Lou's fine. It was kind of funny.
I'm glad you think that kind of thing is funny, Layla. I'll take note of that.
All right.
That'll go under the bad parenting.
Look,
thing.
if anything had happened, that'd be bad. But you were safe. You were totally safe, and you were the one who willingly took drugs from the stranger in the bathroom. So,
I mean,
Yeah.
You didn't know that it was
I didn't know it was
Linda's
drugs.
father.
what did you think it was? A glass of water?
It was mint.
Okay. This might be on the fault of my horrible, horrible childhood. Again, but I wouldn't take mint from a stranger in a bathroom either.
I mean, all right, that's fair, actually. Maybe I shouldn't have done that.
But it was funny. And it
But it's
turned out
it's over
fine.
now.
And now I have two dads.
And neither of them are worth the crap. But, who said
Hey,
that?
hey,
Not me.
hey, where's yours, huh?
All right, what are we in town for again?
It sounds like we're at guys' night again.
Yeah, let's move on very swiftly from guys' night. We need to get food and supplies.
We could go hunting. again.
Anyway,
That seemed to work.
no, we're going to get food from the market and maybe go to a weapons shop. Maladin, you wanted to go to a weapons shop.
I like the idea of going to a weapon shop. Do we have the money for it?
Would you
the-
have them?
with
You're the
the
one that
bunch of
wants
platinum.
weapons. I'm not spending the platinum on your weapons, Maladin.
I definitely don't have the money then. I'm broke.
All right,
We've
then
had
we'll
no
just
missions.
get food and supplies.
I guess now would be a good time. I think I did a session ago, but can we do a quick money check? 'Cause
So,
I think when I did it earlier, it was only you, Callie, accounting for like 3 people's gold.
yeah. So I have the 25 platinum, 433 gold, and 4 silver.
Okay.
So some of that is Ronane's and some of that is Layla's.
Alrighty.
24 gold and 8 silver.
Oh my goodness.
Hold on, I have to
What?
check.
24?
Can I
Imagine
message
you're
you
poor.
privately how much gold I have?
I swear if you have more gold than me.
Impossible.
How much do you have?
433.
Okay. Hold on, there's a dog at my door.
Dog.
Who is it? See, come on, baby girl. Come on.
Is it me?
It is Moosey Moo. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Good girl. Oh my goodness.
Zach, I have privately messaged you my money count.
Okay. Cool. Interesting. Right. So, where are we wanting to go? What are we wanting to do?
I think. Okay, Renee. What sort of supplies do we need? Non-perishable food.
I
We probably need
mean,
fresh water.
the question is, are we able to get that here and then bring it into the desecrated acres without issue?
We've got rucksacks. We've got bags. We could.
Do you have I'm sorry, do you have a bag specifically laid out for rocks?
Rocks?
Yeah, didn't you just say rock sack?
No, a rucksack.
Oh, okay, okay.
No, I don't have a bag full of rocks. That would be stupid.
Yes. I agree.
Makes mental note to get rid of his bag full of rocks.
Yes, totally. Well, I mean, we have quite a bit of mouths to feed, and then we would have to take it all the way back to the desecrated acres. We have to watch how much we bring openly for taxation purposes.
No, it would be really useful if we just had like a bag that could just secretly hold a lot of things. That would be really neat. It's a shame we don't have anything like that, though.
I think Renee would make an insight check to if you're being serious or sarcastic.
I mean, I think Lou's very openly like, wow, it really sucks that nothing like that exists. He fully doesn't believe that something like that could exist, but he's like, wow, I wonder if something like that could exist.
You know, they do make those.
Oh, what? Like a magical bag of hold everything you want, Ronaine?
They've reduced the name a bit, but yes,
Well, I
Fairly.
think we need one of those.
fairly expensive though. But we can check for one.
How much? Like 100 gold, like 200 gold?
About 150, I would say.
Yeah.
That's my price. We would have to go and find one.
All right, let's
They're-
look
they're-
for one of these magic hold bags.
Hot commodity. They're called a bag of holding if you want anyone to take you seriously.
Well, all right, Mr. Knows things about magic. Lead the way then, since you're so familiar with how magic works. Do you know how to cast any spells? That one's just sheer curiosity.
I don't know. Do you, as a high elf, have the ability to cast any spells?
Well, yeah,
Well, what do you know?
but you're. I mean, you've got your arm thing, yeah.
That's All right, let's go find a bag of holding.
No, hold on. You seem mad at me. I think we cut it there.
Everyone's mad at everyone today.
Yeah, I know. But yeah,
Lou.
so how do we go about finding a shop?
Well, you see, they normally set up amongst the people, and then you walk up and you ask them the magical phrase, and then they show you what they have to offer.
It's smart ass.
Sometimes, if you want something specific, you can directly ask about that, and it kind of cuts down the conversation a little bit.
I'm gonna die.
But this is a magical conversation, so I understand if the
Lou actively the one going into
I'm
a pet
sorry.
shop saying,
Is this in character?
yes.
Okay, I thought Zach was just being
No.
really mean to me
No,
right
no,
now.
no, 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 no.
Zach was just like roasting my ass for no
No.
reason.
Ronan is being very sarcastic, though.
Lou actively the one that goes into a pet shop. Do you have a horse? We have a dog. Great, I'll take one of those big enough to ride.
Yeah.
All right. Then,
Passing a
Mr.
pen with like a sale sign in front. I'm wondering how to start the conversation.
all right, then, Mr. Jackass. I'm gonna find a shop that sells one of these holding bags then.
Go for it.
Yeah, Ronan,
Yes.
you think Lou's on his period?
I don't think we have those, but I'll get back to you.
Is that
Maybe-
a quiet ask?
You know.
Maybe we haven't reached the age yet.
Oh,
Ronan.
no.
I hate to tell you, I was messing.
I'm aware.
Okay. Sometimes I can't tell. You play your jokes really straight.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The only
Can you-
straight thing about him.
Can you just like fix him, make him in a good mood?
Who are you talking to?
Ronan still.
Oh. Right. The thing about Lou is I don't know if you can fix and with the ill arm he kind of does a circular motion. And he's like, all of that. But you know, he should right himself eventually.
I feel like I might be a bad friend if I don't try though.
I mean, is there something wrong with him?
Yeah, he's like, Lou, are you upset?
What? No, I'm not upset. I'm proving Renee wrong. I love proving people wrong.
See, he's fine. Sometimes you just gotta give him a little push in the right direction.
I'm gonna push Lou.
No,
Oh.
not okay.
Right. Okay. Lou's gonna look around for shops that look magical.
Sounds good. Looking around, I will say to save on rolls or anything else, because we are kind of running low on time. You find a store ran by a gingerly old man who is wearing binoculars that you feel like if he looked at the sun for a split second, his eyes would explode. They are so magnified. He has thinning white gray hair that he has kind of combed backwards and greased. And he seems to be wearing almost like jeweler's clothing. So like overalls with like a nice button-up shirt at the top. He kind of seems to be leaning forward just as people pass. And he's like, cut yourself, perhaps the wound closure can help you from bleeding out. It's like, you ma'am, do you want water? Jug that's full of water all the time. Kind of this, in a way, kind of auctioning off his wares or trying to gauge interest.
Well, Layla, I think this is your time to shine.
Oh, what do we need?
a holding bag, a bag that holds.
A bag of holding?
Yeah.
I just totally. Yeah. Does he have one?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna go over to that guy. I am still on the carpet, by the way. Very important.
Hello. Yes. How can I help you?
Hi. Yeah, I need a bag of holding. Do you have one?
Oh, of course. That is one of our favorite items. Very useful.
Great. Can I know your price so I can compare it with shops around?
Well, I don't feel like you would have much luck.
Oh, I'm very lucky actually. It's kind of a specialty of mine.
Right. Well, yes. Can you roll like an intimidation check, I'm gonna say?
Yeah, okay. If I can find the right tab, I would love to do that. All right, here we go. 14.
Okay. Well, he looks at you. He's like, well, if you're able to find anywhere else in the area without sales tax and everything else, good for you. Unfortunately, I feel like the price is firm for us at about 175 gold.
Like 175. Okay, all right. No, that seems fair. Um,
But I will say, for an extra 50 gold, we also have this handy haversack here.
I don't know what that is. What is that?
Well, it's like your backpack, see? And he kind of
Yeah.
picks it up and shows you. It's a very well made, hefty looking backpack. And he
Okay,
says,
is
"Not
it
all."
pretty?
Oh, it's very eloquently made. It seems to be more leather and dark tones with several straps and everything to hold things on the side and strap to it. And he
Mm.
says, along with the immaculate space on the outside, it has 3 pouches. Each one of them can hold up to 200 pounds of material. The central one can hold up to 500.
Would you pinky promise on that?
Guaranteed, yes. Now it
Okay,
does
because if you break a pinky promise, a fireball is gonna come and explode you in your sleep.
absolutely. I know the truth of a pinky promise. Now, I will say it can hold that, but you do have to be careful at the size of the objects you're putting in there. Of course, you do know the how bags of holding and things like that work, yes?
No, I've never had one before. That's,
Oh, okay.
kind of in the market.
Understood, yes. Well, it has its own. Think about it as like a room on the side of a building, right? Now, you could store several bricks in there, but if you try to put, say, 1,000 pieces of armor and everything, it gets quite cramped. Thing is, these rooms are kept in interdimensional space, surrounded by void.
That's
Um,
cool.
the problem is if you overstuff it, instead of perhaps collapsing a wall or breaking into your neighbor's yard, there is no yard to break into. It is space itself. So if you overstuff it, your stuff will kind of fall into that void.
Is that a promise?
I mean, it's logically a guarantee. I mean, as long as you don't. Let's see. I think yes, the smaller pouches have 25 cubic feet, and the internal main capacity is 64 cubic feet. So it's
Okay.
not as if you threw 4 daggers in there; it's going to explode or anything. But just something to be aware of.
Okay, how does time work in this space portal?
Well, it is the same as the air out here.
Right, but like, time and with gravity, like the closer you are to a central force of gravity, the faster time goes. So how is like
Mhm.
the gravity in this part of space?
What
Would
you
time
see,
works over there?
Well, no, because since
Oh.
this is like a breach into that, but also uses an external source such as the air around us, it pulls most of its properties from there.
Okay,
You
that
can
makes
close it, and anything within it, and this is something I have to explain to kids so they don't put like a rabbit in there or something. There is a finite amount of air while the bag is closed.
okay.
But as for age and time and everything else, it is one to one with our current living environment. Yes.
All right. And are you selling like the bigger one or the smaller one for that
Well,
price?
I have one haversack for the 225 gold, and then I have the bag of holding for the 175.
Oh, okay. Okay. And wait, hold on, hold on. Sorry. I was listening just a little confused. Why is the bag of holding not better? Or is it just because the other one is like multiple bags of holding in one and also really pretty?
Well, those are the main reasons. The haversack has, yes, meatball. What is it, buddy? Hi, bud.
The shop tender, yeah, the shop
meatball.
tender stops and actually is like, "Hold on, my pet cat is annoying."
Sorry,
My
no,
son, Meatball.
Not
I'm
by your cat.
I'm sitting crisscross in my chair, and I randomly had like a little thump at my knee. And it was him choosing violence apparently because he tried to bite me. But
Dust in all caps. You should buy two and put one inside the other to save space.
Oh
Followed by,
gosh, no.
whoops.
Great idea.
yes, well, you see the bag of holding is kind of like one of the side pockets, while the handy haversack, of course, has the 3 pockets in
Okay.
a larger capacity,
And like
and it's pretty.
it is really pretty, but like is it gonna get heavy?
It well, the handy haversack only weighs 5 pounds at any moment, of course, with any objects attached to the side of it. And the same for the bag of holding. You can wear it around your neck, and it only weighs 5 pounds, as long as you do not overfill its capacity or do any issues like that.
Yeah. Hey, Lulu,
Yeah,
can I borrow some gold?
yes, you can, Layla. How much gold do you need?
What's 225 plus 175? 400. Can I borrow 400 gold?
Layla, that's almost all of my gold.
Yeah,
And
but then,
yours
like,
and
I could have a
Renee's.
bag, and you guys could have a bag. Okay, wait, how much of that was mine?
Like a third of it, like 100 gold is yours.
That's not a.
All right,
Okay.
like, well, like 100 of gold is yours though.
Okay, give me 50 back.
Okay. Only 50?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give Layla 50 gold.
Okay, I will give this man. What was it? 225.
Yes. for the
Yeah.
big one.
Yeah. I want that pretty big.
Okay.
Is the bag mine?
It is, yeah. As soon as you hand him
Delightful.
the gold, he's like, amazing. And he hands you, and for adding purposes to your character sheet, it's called Heward's Handy Haversack.
Keywords?
Heward's, yes.
How do you spell that?
HU or HE?
Oh, got it.
Heward.
Handy Robertson.
Heward.
Bad.
It's like Howard with a bad accent.
Yippee! Okay, I'm gonna thank him and then fly a few feet away and start moving all of my stuff into the bag.
Okay. He's like, yes, are any of you looking for an object as well? Are you very often finding yourself bleeding out? I see several scars amongst you.
I mean, you know, well, this guy pats Renee on the good shoulder.
Well, do
hopefully.
I have the option for you? Have you ever heard of a Parapt of wound closure?
No.
Right. Well, it is a pendant you wear across your neck And while wearing it, anytime you find yourself, let's say you slip and fell and no one's around, right? And you're injured pretty heavily and you're worried that if no one finds you, you won't make it. This will keep you stable for a little bit longer. Also, anytime you would be healed, say by a cleric or any magical means, you gain substantial more from the act. And what that speaks into normal terms or above table terms is whenever you make a death saving throw, you can change a roll of 9 or lower to a 10, which is a success. And whenever you roll hit point die to, oh, I'm sorry, when you roll hit point die, to regain hit points, you double the amount you gain. So it's a short rest area. I thought it was all healing. No.
Okay, so that's for short rests.
Correct, yes.
It's life alert, says Dust.
Yeah, no,
th-
Sadie just
that-
texted me fantasy life alert question mark.
Well, you know, it's kind of funny. I made him an elderly man at a whim, and then I was reading Paraptive Wound Closure, and I was like, that is exactly how he would sell it. He would sell it as, I fell, broke my hip, and I don't know if my
Oh my
relatives are
gosh.
going to come see me in time, so it lets me last a little bit longer. So yes,
Alright.
in all essence, this is Fantasy Life Alert the way he is describing it to you, along with the benefits.
How? Alright, how much?
Well, these are quite the lifesaver, and they are a little bit more expensive. These run around 200 gold, but it could very well save your life.
I'm gonna look over to Renee.
Do you think Ronaine would be in this conversation, or would
No,
he be
he's
staring off into
probably
space?
looking off.
He's
That's what I
also
was
he's
thinking.
also an
Somewhere else.
NPC. If he goes down, we consider him dead off bat, right?
No, your helpful NPCs roll saving throws.
Okay.
So I mean, he would be rolling saving throws if you gave it to him. But that is entirely up to the party. If
I
one of you wanted to wear it, I can advise that. If you give it to one of them,
I
can
remember
advise
the
that too.
Pugnat situation, which is why I'm asking.
That's what I'm
Yes.
Lou is thinking in his mind.
Because we have changed that since he is now like a NPC
Yeah.
that is following you guys like for good for the time being.
In Lou's head, it's oh, I'd have to spend some of Ronaine's money for this. But wouldn't it be worth the peace of mind knowing that Ronaine would be okay?
Fair enough.
Wouldn't it be worth the peace of mind that Grandpa will be okay with Life Alert?
It's like I wear one and it has saved my life on 2 occasions.
Would one of those have included a dragon, a set of armor, and a raccoon?
Now that you mention it, no. Not at all. He stares at you very confused.
Yeah.
Layla,
Yeah.
what do you think?
Sounds
About
like one
what?
of those mail things I get from the deserted wilds.
Yeah.
Raccoon armor and a dragon. Interesting.
What do you think about this, Layla? You know more about magical items than I do.
I'm gonna hold up my pretty new bag. I don't know what you're talking about, but look at this.
Fair enough.
And
Alright, what's up?
all party members can also note that Layla has far less bits and bubbles sticking out of her own backpack and around her,
Oh boy.
as you can assume most of it is now within that bag.
Why not just
All
throw
right,
the
yeah,
bag
I'll
into
take
the
it.
bag?
What the
Wait,
heck?
what was the question? I want to know.
Oh, Layla, well, it is an amulet, a Paraptive Wound Closure.
Hmm.
So it can help you stay alive a little longer if you get hurt.
Right.
And it's 200 gold.
Okay. So you think I'm a failure?
No, I think it'd be useful to the party.
Okay, for who?
Well, I mean, it would benefit any one of us. I might have some sway if I buy it all on my own.
Well,
That's true.
I'm not asking for your money. I'm asking your opinion.
Oh, I don't know. I thought I was doing pretty okay until that time I almost died, which really was not a fun experience. But
I mean, I think it would go well on this fellow over here. I'm sure he gets into fights with his orc brethren all the time.
oh, that's
Not an orc.
Hmm?
Never mind. Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll take it for the 200 gold. That's
Absolutely.
worth it in my eyes.
So you hand him 200 gold and you get the Parapt of Wound Closure.
How do you Parapt?
Periapt. So Periapt.
Okay, of wound closure. Cool.
Yes. Because there's
Cool.
also one of, I forgot what the other one was.
Hmm.
It's like healing or something.
I know we're end of session. Give me like 5 minutes though. Sorry.
Okay.
Give me 5 minutes before we say thank you for stopping by. Thanks
So,
for
I'm
sticking
sorry. I'm
around."
sorry.
Yeah. I also have one in case you guys need a little bit of a boost and maybe run into issues with poisoning, perhaps.
poisoning, you say?
Yes, I have a item, same price, same style, except this one has a little heart at the bottom. Isn't it so cute? And he's kind of showing it off to you guys. He says, if you ever find yourself with a cut on your arm or something and just no way to staunch the flow of blood, you can grip it and it will heal that wound. If you find yourself poisoned, perhaps you're eating food that you left out a little too long or something like that. It helps your immune system a little bit to give you a higher chance of kind of fixing that as well.
That's,
It's good for indigestion too.
that's cool. Yeah, no, actually, I just don't get poisoned, but that is really neat. Someone's gonna love that.
Yes, absolutely. I agree.
I
Is
like
there
to-
anything you guys are looking for specifically?
Do you have any cool instruments? Ooh, or capes.
I have a few capes and a few instruments.
What you got?
Well, these items are a little bit rarer. I don't really have any current buyers for them. Let me look up the one I had in mind. Dang, have it. Hold on. This one is not a cape, but it is a cloak. And if you asked me to tell the difference, I probably could not.
Well, a
And he,
cloak usually has a hood, I think.
tomatoes. And he pulls out a sleek looking cloak made out of a unique looking fabric. Its main color is like a shimmering black gray, and it has gold highlights around it. You see that as
Okay.
he kind of pulls it out, it has a hood leading to the body area, and it has two very thin looking, almost fin like things that strap across each other to adhere it to you.
Okay.
And he said, "This is the cloak of the manta ray. If you find yourself, perhaps there's a couple of fishermen who have been eyeing this one. When you wear it, you can breathe underwater. You can also swim quite a bit faster than anyone else.
Does that work if you can't swim?
Yes, it kind of, I would say probably it projects you forward. So
That's nice.
yes, as long as you kind of have a properly attuned to it, you can kind of mentally say, "This is the direction I'm trying to go," and it kind of pushes you forward.
Hey, Malin, you could use that.
I was explicitly thinking, oh hey, Thank goodness Callie's not here to remind Maladin of the incident.
Yeah.
We speak of it no further than calling it the incident.
Yes, the incident.
All right. What else you got? That's cool though. That's cool. I'll keep it in mind. Just kind of seeing what you got.
Let's see. What is the? Are you looking for a cloak with use, or one that's kind of showboaty?
No, probably a use because like I have this really cool coat and it's in the bag right now, but it's like really cool. So I don't really need one that's just like for show because I have that. Though it's really nice of you to ask. I'm just looking for something more that like can give me an edge in battle, not an edge like in fashion necessarily, but something that will help me out like on the journey, you know?
Well, if you are looking for one that can help you in battle, I don't believe I really have anything for that.
Well, you have the manta ray one, and that would have definitely helped that time we fought some sharks.
I could see that being very useful if you're fighting sharks. Yes.
Yeah, because I can't breathe underwater and I can't swim. So that was like not a fun day for me. I'll tell you that much.
I bet. Yes. Yes.
Some musical instruments though?
Yes. Instruments. I may have one. See. Let me limit it by that. And saw a couple, and one caught my eye. I'm trying to find it again.
Okay, back. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Welcome
Welcome back.
back.
We were yapping.
Okay.
I was yapping so much.
Yeah,
Also, we
Lou
talked about the
just-
sharks.
Oh yeah, sharks. Like in character?
Yeah.
Does Renee know about the sharks now?
He doesn't know what happened.
He just knows
Okay.
that you guys fought sharks.
Okay.
Are you looking for an instrument specifically for battle, or just an instrument? Of...
No, it's just like in general. Show me everything you have.
Well, currently I have something called an instrument of illusion,
Okay.
and one called an instrument of scribing.
Okay.
She can't write either. That's useless.
Hey, yes, I can.
I don't know the practicality of one of these then. But what do you play?
Oh, that's a great question. Give me 1 second. I have to pull out the list.
She's got a little scroll written down with all the instruments she can play.
Hold on, I can't find the list. Ah, yes. The bird pipes, the dulcimer, the flute, and the lyre.
Okay, so I have a flute and I have a set of drums.
Ooh,
Well,
what
it's
is
I say a set of drums. It's like a drum you put on your front, and then you can hit it from there.
Oh, okay, okay.
The flute allows you to magically create harmless illusionary visual effects originating
Okay.
from the instrument itself.
Okay.
If you are proficient with instruments in a magical sense, you can do up to 50. Jesus Christ, bud. You can do up to
Heard
50
that.
Yeah, knocked over something. You can project them up to 15 feet away. You could
Oh, that's
perhaps
cool.
make it play a physical projection of the note you're playing. You could make a spectral dancer to dance to your music. You could make
Mhm.
butterflies. You
Mhm.
could make it look like it's snowing gently.
That's cool.
Yes, it's more of a showy thing though. They can't have any substance, and everyone can kind of tell that they're illusionary. But it's a neat little thing.
Hmm.
The drums are very cool. So, 3 times a day, you can smack on this drum. And while playing it, I personally try to do a little dribble with it. You can write up to 6 words. Hold on, let me read. You want to write up a message on any surface you can see within about 30 feet. That's up to 6 words long in a language you know. If
Okay.
you are proficient with this magically, you can write up to 13 words and make the message glow, allowing it to be seen in dark areas.
That's cool.
Yes, and the words you write would last up to a day.
Hmm. Okay, that's pretty neat. That's pretty neat.
Yes.
Okay, let me think on it.
Okay. Anything you're looking for? And he looks to you, Maladin.
No.
Okay. And I'll be around if you want to perhaps window shop a little bit. If you'll be in town, that's fine as well.
We will keep that in mind.
Okay.
I'm very low because I'm lounged back.
Fair enough. You're all good.
Lou, was there anything you want to add before you went on your little break?
So we are at time. So this is probably the last thing we'll do before
Yeah.
ending session.
I don't think Lou had anything else to say, but the last thing I think is like, gonna get Renee out of his whatever daydream he's busy in.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Yes, are we done here?
yeah, and wear this, okay? Just for my peace of mind.
This
He's gonna give him the parry out.
what is this?
Apparently a magical thing that keeps you safe.
Okay. I mean, are you not worried about like yourself or Maladin or Layla? We haven't seen
Hey.
Layla take a lot of hits.
Well,
There's a
I think
reason.
the point is to not let Layla take a lot of hits.
Okay.
Be a lot better if you're on the front lines. You and Maladin.
Yeah,
Be a lot better if you two stayed a little safer.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, I can wear this if it brings you peace of mind.
Yeah, it does,
Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't want anything happening to you before I figure out if, until
Well,
I figure out anything about myself.
I mean, the
we're-
good news is we haven't run into anything we haven't been able to handle, but we continue to find worse and worse danger every adventure. It would be nice to hold on to.
Yeah. So just don't lose it.
No, I'll and he kind of immediately begins to, yeah, I'll wear it right now. And you see he's kind of struggling to get it clipped in the back.
Okay, here, not let me do that.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Just let me help.
Okay. He kind of
Look,
puts his arms to his side.
There's no
kind
way
of
you can do
dramatic.
it yourself. And we'll clip the necklace on him.
Okay, sounds good. And then as soon as you kind of fasten it, he holds it in his hand. He's like, well, hopefully this does not become a need, but I appreciate it. And you watch as he kind of shoves it into his coat pocket out of view, but he is indeed wearing the object. And he says, yes, as soon as you guys kind of rest, take some time to kind of acclimate to that object, he should be good to go.
Good to know.
Well, if there's nothing else, I think it would be wise of me to start talking about my grand artifacts as he kind of raises his voice and his head trails as he looks to the crowd. He looks back to you, Lou, and he's like, "You never know who's searching for an object."
What?
Oh, so it was me just. I don't know. Anyway, if you guys need anything else, I'll be here. I should have these objects until the foreseeable future.
Thanks.
Yep. Thanks.
Not a problem. Hey, if you ever find someone looking for objects like the ones you have purchased, tell them to come visit Howie.
Sure thing.
Great. And with that, I think we will call session. Do we have any questions, comments, concerns, or things for D&D?
That was an odd, suspicious thing to say to Lou.
I mean, I think he was just trying to hint that he's always trying to sell things, but
Oh, okay. Well,
that's how I
was
meant it, I
suspicious.
should say.
Okay, Lou's like, this guy's gotta have ties with the mafia or something.
Oh yeah.
There's no way he could
No.
have all these items otherwise.
No, out of some of the weird things he said, that is not the one I thought would be picked up on, but yeah. Sounds good. Well, I
Well-
will loosen the bond on you all if anyone has anywhere they need to be.
You know, I'm thrilled to bits that we got through the necklace interaction without a gay joke from Maladin.
Yeah. had to throw it out there anyway. Not
Maladin
that that
was,
was my point, but I thought it would be funny.
Maladin was passively looking into the sky for most of that conversation, contemplating the lack
This
of
was-
money.
Oh yeah, no, we're broke now. Lou did use part of Renee's money to get that too.
I bought you
fair
a
enough.
gift with your own
Gift
money.
that you paid for because you can't keep track of your own damn wallet.
Yes.
Oh.
But with that, maybe you guys need to look into more money. But of course, there are going to be options for that coming up if you guys find them or decide to chase them. We are kind of in the territory where you guys can push further into your own personal stories, and I'm not doing this on purpose. I want to make that clear. Tends to be that the personal goals that you guys have are less monetarily funded, so to speak, but there are options or ways available
I
to
think-
make money if need be.
I think Zach's telling us we need to do missions.
Well,
Yeah.
no, I mean, I'm just saying that there is,
Hey, my personal goal has shifted from finding dad to figure out how rich dad was and become richer than him.
Oh my gosh.
fair enough. Speaking of which, where is he?
Joint
Yeah.
question,
Which
I was
one?
kind of hoping you knew.
I do.
Okay. Out of character, that is the funniest thing. In character, Layla's trying really hard not to think about it so she doesn't start crying.
We
Fair
l-
enough.
He's
we
somewhere
we
in the
found him to lose him again.
We found him, immediately got somewhere, and he was like, I'm gonna head out.
I'm gonna go get more cigarettes. I'll be back.
Oh no.
No, I mean, he's with his brother right now.
Yeah,
so-
because they get along so well.
I mean, maybe they're working in that. Who knows?
Next time we find them, it'll be the other one in the jail and the other one on the court.
You know what? No, I have a hot take. I think they're spending the last bits of their rich guy money getting family therapy. Layla has no inheritance.
I think they're spending the last bits of their rich guy money to get booze.
You know what? I think you're right. I take back
Uh,
everything I said.
Carbo, if you didn't already have inspiration, there you go.
Oh no, I do have inspiration, but
you-
that's
yes.
so awesome.
Yeah, because you did also guess or remember the name Gerard. So
Yeah. but also booze.
but also booze. All right. Well, I guess that is where we will officially call it.
Yeah.
Chase, do the thing.
Thank you for stopping by. Thanks for sticking around. Hopefully you all enjoyed, and we will see you guys in the next one. Good night, everybody.
Bye.